Hi guys, welcome to Talk to Rachel. Recently, in a previous lesson, I taught about how to tell the time in English. And in today's lesson, we will learn what questions we use when we are asking for the time and some specific words and expressions that are associated with the idea of time. Let's go. Let's look at the words for 12 o'clock in English. In English, we do not say 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. normally. Do you remember those small letters that we learnt in the last lesson, a.m., p.m.? We use them to refer to the time before and after 12 o'clock. When we want to talk about 12 o'clock in English, we generally use the words midday and midnight. Midnight is the time we use for 12 o'clock at night, and midday we use for 12 o'clock during the day. Another word for midday is noon. So let's see these words in context. I arrived home at midnight. I arrived home at midnight. I left home at midday. I left home at midday. I like to have lunch at noon. I like to have lunch at noon. Now let's see the questions that we use to ask for the time in English. What's the time? This is the abbreviation of what is the time? What's the time? We can also say, what time is it? What time is it? You might also hear someone ask you, do you have the time? Do you have the time? These are the most common forms of asking the time in English. Now let's look at some expressions that we use to talk about the time. First of all, the expression spend time. To spend time is a way of talking about how we use our time. So for example, I like to spend time reading on Sunday. I like to spend time reading on Sunday. We can also use the expression pass the time. Pass the time in the same way. I like to pass the time reading on Sunday. I like to pass the time reading on Sunday. We also have the expression to waste time. To waste time is when we throw away our time. We do not use it usefully. So I wasted my time watching that TV program. It was so boring. I wasted my time watching that TV program. It was so boring. Do not waste your time following negative people on the internet. Do not waste your time following negative people on the internet. Another expression, to save time. To save time is to economize our time. I like to chop up my vegetables and freeze them in order to save time. I like to chop up my vegetables and freeze them in order to save time. She buys her food shopping on the way home from work to save time. She buys her food shopping on the way home from work to save time. Another expression is to kill time. To kill time. To kill time is the idea of using the extra time that you have normally while you're waiting for something else to happen. So I kill time looking at YouTube channels when I'm waiting for a lesson to start. I kill time watching YouTube channels when I'm waiting for a lesson to start. Another expression is to take your time. To take your time. This expression means you should do something in the time that is necessary for you to do it well. Take your time when you are answering the question. Take your time when you are answering the question. I like to take my time when I go clothes shopping. I like to take my time when I go clothes shopping. We also have the expression right on time, which means that you arrived at exactly the right time, the correct time. We also use the expression bang on time and dead on time. They all mean the same thing, to arrive exactly at the right time. She arrived in time for the start of the lesson. He arrived right on time for the start of the film. They arrived dead on time for the flights. So we are going to finish our lesson today with the words sunset, sunrise, dusk and dawn. Sunset and sunrise is when the sun is going up or down. So sunrise is when the sun is going up. We rise when we go up, so the sun rises when we are going up. In the evening, the sun sets, it goes down. This is a sunset. We also have the words dawn and dusk. Dawn is the period when the sun is rising, and dusk is the period when the sun is setting. So he wakes up at dawn. He drives home at dusk. He wakes up at dawn. He drives home at dusk. So in today's lesson, we have learned about the various expressions, keywords and questions associated with telling the time. Remember that this video complements another video I have already put on my social media platforms about telling the time. If you have any questions, remember to comment below. Talk to Rachel has various platforms, Facebook, Instagram, importantly my YouTube channel which has this telling the time video that I previously gave you, and a group on Telegram and my own blog, talktorachel.com.br. I have also recently started a 100% British English podcast that you can find on platforms such as Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Remember, whatever you might need, you can always talk to Rachel. See you next time, guys.